In Japan, the culture of overwork is deeply rooted in the idea of genbaru, to endure, to persevere no matter what. From an early age, children are pushed into long study hours, competitive school environments, and crammed schools that go late into the night. This work ethic doesn't stop with age. As adults, they face tremendous pressure to please their employers, avoid saying no, and always go the extra mile, even if it comes at the cost of their health. This unspoken rule, over time, leads to exhaustion, depression, and sometimes even death. This is what the Japanese call karoshi, literally, death from overwork. The post-war era, especially the economic boom of the 1980s, created a culture where working long hours was not just encouraged, it was expected. The concept of lifetime employment tied workers' entire identities to their companies. Promotions, respect, and even family pride depended on how hard someone worked. People started associating worth with work alone. Refusing overtime or requesting rest was seen as selfish. And slowly, thousands of workers began burning out in silence, dying from strokes, heart attacks, and suicide, all caused by chronic stress and overwork. Karoshi is not just a word, it's a tragic reality for thousands. Some work over 90 hours a week, skipping vacations, sacrificing sleep, and staying silent about their suffering. Many even keep detailed records of their hours to prove, posthumously, that they were being overworked. Their families, left devastated, sometimes sue the companies. Government agencies admit karoshi is a problem, but real reforms remain slow. In a culture where emotional pain is hidden and silence is strength, most people suffer quietly, until their bodies give up. Japanese workplace hierarchy is rigid. When the boss stays late, subordinates feel obligated to stay too, even if there's no real work to do. Leaving earlier than the boss is frowned upon. This leads to a toxic cycle of face time, where presence matters more than productivity. Employees stay long hours just to be seen as hardworking, even if it's destroying their mental and physical health. Rest becomes guilt. Many fear judgment or being seen as lazy, so they keep pushing, until they collapse. The pressure to conform slowly kills individuality, creativity, and well-being. There's also the rise of black companies, businesses known for exploiting workers with unpaid overtime, abusive management, and unrealistic expectations. These companies often prey on young job seekers desperate for employment. Once inside, employees are subjected to verbal abuse, sleep deprivation, and impossible workloads. Many become trapped, too scared or ashamed to quit. By the time they finally leave, if they survive, they're often mentally broken, physically ill, and socially isolated. These companies operate under the radar, despite growing awareness and occasional government crackdowns. Mental health remains a taboo topic in Japan. Discussing depression or stress is seen as a sign of weakness, something shameful and private. As a result, workers hide their pain. They wear emotional masks, smile through misery, and avoid therapy. Many don't even know they're suffering from burnout until it's too late. Even in death, some families are too ashamed to speak out. The societal pressure to endure silently creates an invisible epidemic. Behind the nation's calm, polite exterior lies a growing population of emotionally numb, exhausted individuals barely holding on. When the COVID-19 pandemic forced remote work, many thought it would reduce overwork in Japan. But for some, it made things worse. Home became the new office, with no clear boundaries between work and life. Supervisors expected constant availability. Zoom meetings stretched into the night. Employees now had to prove their dedication digitally, always online, always responsive. For some, the stress only deepened. Overwork evolved into digital burnout. Isolation, lack of social support, and continuous pressure pushed many even closer to collapse. Only now, the suffering happened off camera. Today, a growing number of voices are challenging this toxic system. Activists, former victims' families, and mental health professionals are demanding change. Documentaries, social media campaigns, and news reports have started breaking the silence around Karoshi. A few companies have responded with reforms, setting hard stop hours, encouraging time off, and offering counseling. But these are still rare. Until Japanese society redefines success, until working yourself to death is no longer seen as honorable, Karoshi will remain a silent killer hiding behind suits, titles, and tired smiles.